Oh my god, was it you who asked how we turn this ugly duckling into this beauty queen? Get comfy. Matter of fact, grab your towel and a bar of soap because we're starting at the shower. Welcome to the beginning of the process. First things first, baby, you gotta take a shower. Nothing better than a blank canvas to begin your next greatest art piece. That's what they say. You have to shower. Shower tour. Okay, just kidding. I turn on my shower, which actually does get warm and has good water pressure. Rarity in New York. I've been using the Bondi Boost hair growth line. Sometimes I'll cycle in this Pureology hair gloss. Have no idea if that works. I do like this body wash. It's nice and creamy. This face wash smells like it's doing something. Really sweating in this robe and I can't wait to get out of it. I'm pretty sure I showed you what I did in the shower, but I couldn't really bring you in there with me. I don't know how people film in the shower. We're starting bare face, fresh out of the shower. Where do I begin? Step number one for my morning routine for my skincare is this, okay beauty guru, Snail Rescue Mucin Blemish Busting Toner. I start with that, push that into my face. Randomly, this is a great thing. Got this in like a little gift bag one time. Ooh, yeah. Having this little fan is a great addition to any skincare, makeup routine, whatever. Throughout this video, things you can expect. 1, I don't know anything. If you're looking for an influencer to be like, hey, these are the products that are gonna transform your whole face tomorrow. You're gonna have a morning shed and look like a Vaselined up baby. That is not me. I use things I think I like. My liking things aren't really scientifically backed or based. The only real scientific part I have to my skincare, niacinamide and hyaluronic acid. I know niacinamide helps with acne and then hyaluronic acid helps with moisture, and my skin has been very dry recently. One thing too, it's like, how do you know what to use first? Alexa, should I use niacinamide or hyaluronic? Whoa. Alexa, redo. Should I use niacinamide or hyaluronic acid first? Alexa, off! Alexa, off! I knew it! Okay, so this is the only scientific-based advice I'm going to give you, is that hyaluronic acid goes first before niacinamide. This is more so my morning skincare routine. I have a different night skincare routine. Since starting TikTok, my number one, always most asked question has been, how do you do your eyeliner and how do you do your bangs? So hopefully, at the very least, this video will show you that. And then lastly, for moisturizer, I've been using this Mad Hippie Ultra Rich Barrier Cream. I'm so bold to be filming this in the smack dab middle of March because my ultimate peak physically is always the summer. So maybe I should revisit this video in the summer because my whole life changes. I'm prettier, I'm tanner, I'm happier, less makeup on my face. What were we talking about? Skincare done. She's marinating like a nice chicken breast. Lathered up. Speaking of chicken breast, literally tried to cook the most simple meal of chicken breast, asparagus, and sweet potato that I literally stole a recipe straight off my friend Tia. I literally used the meat thermometer too, and tell me why it came out thick as rubber. So bad, I literally had to throw both chicken breasts away last night because that is how much I messed up. So this is why I attract only Virgo men, because randomly they all like cooking. Okay, wait. So honestly, if I'm being so honest, when I get out of the shower, the first thing I do is lather my body in lotion. But right now, I've been on this wave. It's this Hemp's Glow Glitter. It's labeled as bergamot? Bergamot? I don't know how you say that. And warm vanilla. I would have never picked this up off the shelf, but I was gifted this. This smells like a childhood bathtub to me. It kind of smells like that Suave, that little like detangler spray that you used to use as a kid. I'll let the locks down. Ooh. Yeah, a little spooky. It's okay. It's okay. So, what do we want to use today? As of late, I have been using this Aveda Botanical Repair Styling Cream. My aunt used to own an Aveda salon, so I feel like I'm just grandfathered into believing and trusting all those products. Believing? That's not a word. Believing. Whoa. Believing? Wait a minute. Anyways, next I use Bumble and Bumble Heat Shield Thermal Protection Mist. Do in fact use a lot of heat on my hair because you can see I obviously have curly hair. That's pretty much what I do. I used to really love It's a 10 spray. Talk about products that are scientifically backed. That's the only product I've seen that has actually exponentially grown my hair in length. I used to use that all the time in college. It's like the only hair product I used aside from my shampoo, and my hair was growing like a weed on a summer's eve. I would buy It's a 10 spray again. I just haven't because I didn't want to spend money. We're actually going to tackle the hair next instead of the makeup. I kind of flip-flop in between which I do first. My hair is pretty much half dry right now. I want to blow dry it before it cements the curls in place. Listen carefully. When it comes to blow drying, I do in fact use the Shark. I have never owned a Dyson. I have used a Dyson. They do the same exact thing. The one major difference I see is that the Dyson is like extremely quiet and this thing is pretty loud. If that influences your decision, so be it. But I really like my Shark. So I think what's cool about her that the Dyson doesn't do is that you can use it as a blow dryer like this. And there's a little notch where you flip it up, and that's where you can add your attachments like the Dyson. But how we start out in this hair routine is this way with a little round brush. Your round brush should kind of correlate with the size in which your bangs can curl around it, if that makes sense. Now, I actually don't really blow dry my hair like this anymore because they get too short and too voluminous. My bangs are short enough right now where I'm just brushing them one way, blow drying until they're straight, brushing the opposite way, blow drying until they're straight. Then I will blow dry them straight down the middle. I do that just so it takes away any of the cowlicks in my hair. The way my bangs are cut, they will naturally swoop because it's cut in a curtain bang. And if I do have any adjustments I want to make after I blow dry them, I then do that with a straightener, which we'll get to. So right now, just watch this bang part in action, okay? Sometimes I'll take the round brush under like this, blow dry them across my head both ways. Essentially, I do want them to look like one massive block on my forehead right now because like our skincare, we need a little marination. She needs to set in place, cool off, and then I can go back, touch her and fix her. For the rest of my hair, that is when I do this and add the little round brush guy. I pretty much blow dry everything away from my face. Sometimes I'll go like in down here, but I guess you'll just kind of see. This is not like one of those things where you do one pass and you're done. Like I do have to do a couple passes, but I'm always happy with like the blowout look of it at the end. So this attachment I would sometimes use after. This is like the classic air wrap like tool that the Dyson has, but I spilled soap inside of this tube somehow. So every time I turn this on, it blows bubbles out of the random little divots in this tool. One day when I figure out how to clean this, I will go back to using this. Anyways, let's blow dry. Post blow dry, we should be looking something like this, but this is not where we stop. This is just the beginning, baby. Like every step of this beauty routine thus far, you must indulge in another round of marination. Say it with me. So I just let my hair cool down, and that's when I'll go in with either this or my favorite straight iron. I love this thing. This is like the best beauty gift I've ever been PR package delivered. It's the GHD Chrono straightener. First of all, she heats up in a matter of 2 seconds. It has nice rounded edges, which makes it so perfect for like curling my hair and doing my bangs. Like, God bless this straight iron. Also, my cousin, who's a hairstylist, said there's something about these plates that are like good for your hair, so it doesn't really damage it as much as a traditional straight iron. Basically, while this marinates, I think it's time for a matcha. I'm not the biggest matcha girly. I'm a big matcha girly when a place does it it right. Like I buy it somewhere. I have not perfected the matcha by myself, but I've watched a couple tutorials recently, and if you know Ashley Alexander on YouTube and Instagram, she has a matcha brand. She just sent me her newest flavor, so I've been really excited to try that. And my secret ingredient today is that I think I want to use cherry juice. Would you believe that? Yeah, I buy the frozen dark cherries from Trader Joe's and I usually put them in my yogurt, but there's so much juice in the bag. What if I put that in matcha? I feel like that would be beyond delicious. Okay, matcha enthusiasts, pay close attention. Not because I'm about to show you something revolutionary, but because I need you to tell me what I'm doing wrong. Not that this turned out bad, but I just know my matcha game could be better. And it was looking really, really cute with the cherry juice, and the matcha was looking extra green. I like how they stacked in the cup, but what I didn't show you here is that when you mixed it, it turned a putrid brown. Anyways, it was decent. Ready for the makeup portion. My matcha turned out a little weird. I honestly think I'm onto something with the cherries. I'll make a TikTok when I perfect the recipe. I just think my ratios are kind of off. Anyways, on to makeup. When I'm starting my makeup, my number one step here is to get my hair out of my face. And normally, if I was just doing this alone in my room, I use like this little banana clip thing. And I guess I can do it like this. For you guys, I just look like a little girl from Whoville or something. But I do this with my bangs to get them out of my face because it allows them to be pulled up and keep the volume. Like when I use a headband like this, it really mats down my bangs backwards. So then when I release them to go forward again, they like literally stick out straight. It's just kind of the worst. So I'm just gonna look like a little Whoville girl if you're okay with that, guys. I am probably the biggest fan of drugstore makeup. There's my selects that I pick from different brands that are my favorites and I like, but my holy trinity, I guess it's not a trinity, I guess it's just a duo that I've been using since high school, is the Maybelline BB Fresh, what is this, skin tint BB cream. Yeah, I use 110 in the winter and I use 120 in the summer. Consistency is amazing. It has SPF in it. It is the perfect, it's just the perfect, it just looks kind of like your skin and it's dewy. You can't really tell that you're wearing much, blends in perfectly. Probably, you know, is doing horrible things to my skin, which I'll reap the repercussions for in about 10 to 15 years, but I love her right now. And I'm actually kind of running out, so I don't know if I'm even gonna be able to, oh my god, I can! Oh my god, I can! That's kind of a lot. Actually, this is like kind of not my color right now either. I'm extra pale. The thing that I like about this BB cream is that, yeah, it might look a little dark, but it's one of those things where like you can just blend it out until you get the right coloring you desire anyways. Like it's not super matte. It just looks like you're wearing nothing. I don't know how to describe it, but I just love what it does to my skin, and I always apply it with my fingers. I don't care. I don't care. It just, I feel like, goes on better that way. This guy looks like a disaster, but that is not my fault. That is this packaging's fault. Can't screw any more in, so it just naturally leaks. This is the Maybelline New York concealer. They have gone through an evolution of packaging with this concealer, and I have been buying this concealer from them since high school, and I like the one from high school better. So if they could bring that back, that would be amazing. This is what I have to deal with now. Yes, I could use other concealers, but I don't know, something that Maybelline got going on. My second favorite brand besides Maybelline to like do skin stuff probably and surprisingly would be Fenty. I do like their Pro Filter, like their Fenty Beauty foundation. That one's good, and they also have a skin tint that I like. Back to my queen, Maybelline, my little concealer. I just like to put it on. This is just my first round of concealer, okay? I got a spot cover, obviously, since we got some blemishes going on. It's actually so nice to have bangs because like who really cares about my forehead? Kind of good that I have some blemishes right now because I can show you my little tricks. I feel as though when you have a blemish, a little tiny bit of concealer can go a long way. Dab a little bit on, and I actually first use my finger. I'm feeling like Zoella today. Once I spot cover everything with concealer, I'll actually take a setting powder. This one is Laura Mercier, which I do like. I know that's not a drugstore, but I think this one's worth it. What I'll do is I'll dab my little pinky into the powder, and I'm just trying to like set it so the concealer doesn't move, you know? Then I'll do the same thing under my eyes, but for this I'm using a brush like that. Just dab that under my eyes, and this doesn't like get cakey or crease or anything. Okay, that was the boring part. We pretty much have the skin under control thus far. I recently got this and it already looks disgusting because it's in my makeup bag. This is the Polite Society Cabana Club French Riviera bronzer, and I have used it for a week and I do really like it. Previously I was using this e.l.f. one. This one, I feel like there's no chance you're having a harsh line. It kind of goes on transparent and you can like build it, which I like. Right under my cheekbones there. And sometimes if I'm feeling crazy, I go in my full-on eye socket and kind of down my nose. And that should be good for a little contour bronzer moment. In the summer, I would do more, but because I'm so pale right now, I don't really feel like I can't really chisel that much. This little guy is one of my favorite products. And I say that because she is so versatile. Firstly, what I like to do is put on my lips, and this is like my base to what my lip combo will be later. So I'll do this. You can kind of like overline a little bit with it too. And then I will put it on my cheekbones up here. In the summer, I'll like go over the bridge of my nose, like make it look like I just got a fresh widow sunburn, but no one's believing that now. So now with the Laura Mercier powder, now that we've finished our whole entire face base, take a little bit and pat it over my face. Eyebrows. This suspicious guy, I think it is Benetint. Who cares? Been something, I don't know. But I just do a little brushing, and it has some pigment in it as well. My brows are not meant to be a defining angular structure on my face. My brows just need to be brushed in order and basically mind their business. So next in my routine, you know, it would have been nice if I took that off my door like 47 minutes ago. Sorry. Next is eyeliner. You see, God, it's like all rubbed off, so I don't even know what this was, to be honest. My ideal eyeliner is this felt tip eyeliner. I cycle between using black and brown depending on the look. For this, it's important to get at the right angle. What I have learned is that if I'm facing straight in the mirror like this and my eyes are face forward, well, aren't they always? Whatever. Help! I don't know what I'm trying to say. If I'm looking at you like this, my eyelids are like kind of creviced back. If I look like this in the mirror, my eyelids are straight and it's easier to draw on them. So I like to look in the mirror like that, you know what I'm saying? Also, beware. If you get too close to the mirror, things can also go wrong because you have trouble seeing the full picture. I like to kind of be far away. You getting that? Taking notes? I don't know how to do tutorials on things like this. I just hope you watch it and like kind of get it and can try it. May the eyeliner gods be with us today. I guess, okay, well, so honestly, I think I should insert a clip of me drawing on someone's eye to like show you, because I literally don't think I can show you in real life like this.
Okay, I thought I'd give you a real chance to look at me doing my eyeliner live before I whipped out a graphic tutorial. The main difference of what I'm showing you now versus my graphic tutorial is that I am looking down, which makes it so much easier to follow the natural shape of my eye. Here's my graphic. This is our outer quadrant we're working with. It's kind of where like the iris of your eye ends to the outer corner, as my little quadrant here is highlighting. Firstly, I must show you what we won't do. We are not creating an eyeliner wing that flicks up. Think of more pulling out than up. I start from the outer corner of my eye and pretty much just draw a line straight outward. To be honest, it is slightly angled. And after I draw that bottom line out, I draw a completely straight line from the end tail of the wing back to my top eyelid. So if you can see, the top line of my eyeliner wing is a completely straight line, and I feel like that is really the trick.
Okay, well, bad news today, guys. It was a bad eyeliner day. I don't think it's a total lost cause. Okay, I'm kind of flattening out the top.
Now you can kind of compare the final product of what I did on my eye to my diagram. Hopefully seeing both makes it make a little bit more sense.
You kind of got both eyes done wing-wise. I will still take this felted tip black eyeliner, and I'm just going to go, what is this called? The tear part. It's just that inner part right there. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. Now for the tight line. This is it. This is an eyeliner pencil, Nabla Cupid's Arrow. I don't really know. I think this was one of those things I got sent and I was like, sure, that'll do. It is a little bit thick, but what I do enjoy about her is that it's very creamy and almost kind of like a crepe. Remember those? So I think that's why it applies so thickly and why it stays throughout the day. I'll just open her up. Now you can really see it coming together on the bottom. And on the top is mascara, which is really just gonna be the cherry on top. Speaking of cherries, cherry mush is looking so yum. The last of my holy trinity, my drugstore makeup that you could never sway me off of, fan of until I die, may make me blind in 5 years. Who cares? Actually, pause. Thank you. We got the Maybelline Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect. I have been using this since my late high school years, and she does me beautifully every time. I don't know if it's the formula or the brush or both. I do curl them just for the extra length. I was majorly obsessed with perfect eyelashes in high school and college, where like I would put on mascara and then I would take like a literal pin you put in a bulletin board and sit in front of my mirror and separate every eyelash so none of them were clumpy, because I hated it looking clumpy. I just wanted to look like long spider-like lashes. I was crazy. I don't know how I graduated that phase, I guess. I don't know. Flick up those end lashes. That is one coat of mascara. We're gonna do a second coat while we take care of this eyeball. And specifically after we just did our second coat of mascara, this brush is almost dry. That is when we do our bottom lashes, because we don't want too much on the bottom lashes, just the dusting, okay? So I just kind of drag it, but I drag it kind of left to right towards the corner of my eye there. Okay, same thing on the other eye. Those are our eyelashes and eyeliner. Okay, moving on to lips before we're completely done with the face, and then we'll move back to hair. These are my 4 favorite lip products. One is Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. I just feel like she do the trick. It's the perfect coloring for my skin, I feel. And then I love the Buxom. I don't know how you say that. I'm like not loving how the name sounds. And Hot Toddy. That is my fave. These 2 are the number ones. And then if I'm feeling something a little bit different or a little sparkly, I use the Fenty Beauty in Fussy. And then if I need my mouth to explode into the poutiest, juiciest lip, frying my lips off my face, I will use the Polite Society Big Mouth Lip Plumping Oil Gloss, because this guy burns. This makes me rethink about using it sometimes, because I'm sitting there and I'm like, I will pretty much just emphasize the top rounding part of my lip and then kind of down here. And then I'll just finish off with this lip gloss. It is also a plumping lip cream. It just doesn't plump as much as like this one, but you still feel a burn. And that's the face, guys. We did it. We gotta move on to the hair for the final look though, for like the actual grand reveal, you know? Finally on to straightening. Let's turn this bad boy on. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Every time. One day I'll get it right, and that will be the day I win some type of lottery. What I pretty much do is pull away and curl, and this straight iron makes it so easy to do that. Curls looking like that, curling it away from my face, and this is essentially what air wrap feature on the Shark or the Dyson would be doing. I'm just doing the same thing with a different tool. This one I do feel like locks it in, like the curl kind of stays longer. The Dyson or the Shark, it's like the volume kind of drops eventually. I do feel like it looks more blowouty, where this one looks more like, hey, I used a curling iron. I like to do a tighter curl on the undersides of my hair, like that. Can you see that? So it just is kind of looking, giving 2014 Tumblr curls, but they'll fall. We'll break them apart after they kind of set. Sometimes, I don't know if this makes that much of a difference, but sometimes I literally will like do it straight, like parallel to the ground instead of on an angle. I don't really know how much of it. Okay, low-key it do make a difference. Maybe I'll keep trying that. That's looking pretty good. That will set, and then we'll take down my bangs slash my front pieces of my hair, and then I'll take this, use it to kind of hold back the back pieces of my hair. Okay, so my bangs are definitely looking a little bit crazy. They're kind of going like this, which bothers me and definitely affects the way that they will curtain bang. What I do, I comb away as much bang as I can so I get the smallest middle part. These guys, they really determine the fate of your look. So I take these, the front triangle of hair. These guys, we really gotta get them in check. Do a little something like that. Now, no touching. Then we take the next guys, same thing. Okay. I'm gonna control these little side pieces a little bit by curling them away. This just helps like blend the bangs into the rest of the hair. This is a process of marinating. This whole video is making me realize I literally have just made up my own science to this. So as you can see, they're kind of already separating a little bit. They're still a little bit misbehaving. And then I'll take like a headband, whatever you want, and I'll do this. And this just really trains the bangs to swoop like that. So because the bangs are still hot from me just using the flat iron on them, hopefully they'll kind of listen to this constructive criticism of a headband, you know? Give me a couple minutes and I'll be back once I feel as though marination is done. And that's pretty much it. That's like how I do my hair. Honestly, I'm happy with how it looks, happy with how my bangs have separated. It'll kind of like defrizz as it kind of falls out from the volume a little bit. That is the full look completed. Now the video is not quite done here because I didn't get ready like this for nothing. I am not going to sit in my room all day with a full face and fresh hair. I have to go outside and soak it all in. So stay tuned for our quest to pasta making tonight.
Okay, this clip is so windy, so I'm gonna voice it over. But anyways, I got invited to a pasta making class, like an influencer event thing, and I was too afraid to go by myself, but I ended up forcing myself.
This better cut to a clip of me later being like, that was the best experience ever, I'm so glad I went. And we're doing it, we're doing it. Oh my god, guys, you saw me at the pasta making class. We had a nice seated dinner. Seriously, these are the moments that I love life and I thank the universe. The universe shows me if you ask, you shall receive, and it's also when you least expect it. Like, I was so close to not go to this event tonight. I was afraid to go alone. It was kind of far away. I was like, I could really just use an evening to relax and just have a nice peaceful evening. I was sitting there, it was 5:19 p.m. and I was like, no, I don't really want to go. I had to leave by 5:30 if I did want to go. Something within me made me think to myself, I made a commitment, I need to go. So at 5:30, I got dressed and I embarked on that journey. We all had our name tags at different seats at the table. I had no control who I was going to be sitting next to. Yet somehow I got placed next to a girl that loves thrifting, lives on my street, literally lives like 2 blocks away from me, and potentially up in the air about her rooming situation, which I also might be. So those things just aligned in such a crazy way. I don't know if I'm getting a new apartment or what, if I need a new roommate or what, and I literally just met somebody who lives on my street. Out of all the places in New York City, you're joking. I feel like that was my confirmation that, like, yes, I was in fact supposed to go to this event tonight. This is just your reminder and my reminder to put yourself out there, because you never know when the stars are going to align, and that brings you into your next phase of life.